Mikhail Saakashvili is a controversial figure. Once president of Georgia, he's now exiled from his home country, where he's wanted on charges of corruption. The charges say Saakashvili and his allies are politically motivated. Under Saakashvili, Georgia fought a brief war with Russia in 2008, and the former leader says Russian President Vladimir Putin is still a major threat to peace and security in Eastern Europe. Saakashvili left Georgia nearly 2 years ago when his second term as president ended. But now he's back on the scene, having been appointed 2 months ago as the governor of Ukraine's Black Sea city of Odessa. His mission is to combat corruption and, more importantly, stop the entire region going the same way as Donetsk and Luhansk, two of the easternmost areas of Ukraine which have been partially occupied for over a year by Russian-backed insurgent forces. In today's press review here on Ukraine Today, we're going to look at what Saakashvili has been saying to Oliver Carroll of The Independent, who conducted an interview with the former Georgian leader. The piece, unsurprisingly, revolves around antagonism with Russia and Putin. Saakashvili told Carroll, Putin does not respect national borders and he will push everywhere. I predicted that Ukraine would be next in 2008 and that the Baltics would be next. There is no way that they will not go to the Baltics next. There is no way that they will not revisit Georgia or Azerbaijan. Putin is obsessed with the idea of testing NATO. This was clear in my long conversations with him. Saakashvili goes on to talk about his work in Odessa and suggests that its success or failure could have far-reaching consequences for Ukraine, Russia, and perhaps even the entire post-Soviet space. He told Carroll, changing the fundamental economics in a Russian-speaking region gives us a chance to kill corruption and undermine the whole of the Putin story. Putin says only brutal force can hold post-Soviet countries together. A reformed, thriving Odessa would challenge that. Under Saakashvili, Georgia made great strides in tackling corruption and moving up the rankings for ease of doing business. Ironic, perhaps, given the accusations of corruption now leveled at Saakashvili himself. Nonetheless, after 2 months in office, just be jump-started here. And following initial bewilderment at the appointment, many Odessa residents and foreign investors have begun to hope in the new governor. So, a new governor and new hope for Odessa. Saakashvili